103.1 FM. I'm careful I don't mix up my frequencies. I almost going to say something completely different there. Always a pleasure to be here discussing health from a natural and integrated perspective. Last program, we had a very interesting discussion. We spoke about a number of things. You all guys know how we usually operate. We bounce from, we're very adaptable as it relates to assisting you with your health. One of the things we're going to discuss today is the issue of eye health. I haven't spoken about eye health in a while, and it's something I want to touch on simply because there are a lot of persons out there, especially persons who are diabetic and hypertensive, that really don't understand the importance of attaining and maintaining proper eye health, especially as it relates to the issues and the ailments that they have. And a lot of times the reason for that is because they don't understand how easy it is for one to want to lose their eyesight, especially someone who is diabetic, because we understand that when you're dealing with diabetes, fundamentally the issue is excess glucose in your bloodstream. We know glucose is very inflammatory, it's very oxidative, it's very acidic, so it creates high levels of inflammatory response and makes it easier for an individual to develop poor circulation, and poor circulation in overall poor circulation. So especially cerebral blood vessel elasticity, which is blood vessel elasticity in the brain, it really plays a significant role in that particular function, but so much so it can seriously affect or impedes one eyesight. So we're going to discuss, what are some of the signs, symptoms of worsening or an eye situation that requires some attention. We're also going to discuss what is usually recommended from a allopathic perspective, Western medicine, and we're also going to discuss what do we at Batson and Associates do to correct that situation. Is there an eye tonic that you can take? Is there a supplement that you can use to actually improve your eyesight? Is eyesight affected by other organs in the body? Because a lot of persons do not understand that if you have poor circulation, if you have poor gastrointestinal health, your eyesight is also going to be affected. So a lot of the times, as I tell persons, you have to focus on the root cause of the problem. It's not a matter of simply addressing the issue or plaster for a sore, or dealing with a symptomology, but really addressing the root cause of the problem. So with that being said, what are some of the symptoms of worsening eyesight? I mean, if you have gone and done an eye test, whether you go by the optician, ophthalmologist, they normally do field tests. They would do the blood pressure test, or not the blood pressure, but the pressure test in your eye. So they usually test your ocular pressure, which a good ocular pressure is anything like maybe about 16, 15 to like about maybe 11, all within there is quite good. When you see your ocular pressure start to increase and reach 20, 25, well, things start to go really bad with you. And then you will be diagnosed as being having glaucoma, whether it's open angle or close angle glaucoma. So once you're experiencing blurred vision, that is an indication of eye problems. If you're experiencing like shadows and things passing in front of your eyes, like you see in like lights or halos and that type of thing, is usually an indication of a poor eye situation. So as I was saying before, circulation in the brain significantly affects one's eyesight. Poor gastrointestinal health also affects one's eyesight. So it's a matter of being able to now pick up the early symptoms and start to address it. Now, as I was saying before, if it is you are diabetic, if you are hypertensive, well, then the onus is more upon you to actually take care of your eyesight, simply because those existing comorbidities, for want of a better expression, that's the new favorite word now, will now significantly affect or significantly worsen one's eyesight. So that's something you need to pay very close attention to, right? So what do we offer at Batson and Associates to correct that situation? There's a very good solution that we carry, which is a product known as Eye Optics Formula. And Eye Optics Formula is a non-steroid, non-antibiotic eye drop that is basically designed to improve eyesight and circulation in the cerebral hemisphere. A lot of persons have gotten exceptionally good results with that. And the reason for that is because the eye drop, as I said, actually works. It's non-steroid, non-antibiotic. It's basically a homeopathic preparation, all natural, where it is designed to improve the circulation of one's eyes. Just this week, I was telling someone that a lot of persons do not understand that when you have problems with your eyesight, or when you have problems with circulation in the brain, it will affect your eyes. And you know, one of the things I was actually helping the persons to understand is why it is important to use the IET, because one of the things that the IET does is that it improves circulation in the cerebral hemisphere. Because as I was saying before, you do not see with your eyes, you see with your brain. That those messages have to, it's like a one step or a step or a sequence of steps that now allow you to be able to see. But primarily, in order for that to come to fruition, which is sight, you have to actually have those things in sequence. And circulation in the brain is very important. A lot of persons do not understand that a lot of toxins enter the body via your eyes. So those of you who work in a lot of dust, those of you who work in things like oil and gas, even straining your eyes. So those of you who do a lot of computer work, you're always on your phone and that type of thing, that could actually contribute to worsening one's eyesight. So feel free to give us a call or visit. We do have eye optics for. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so our question for you this morning related to eye health. Would you be able to tell there is a problem with the liver through the eyes?
Well, yeah, there's actually something called iridology, which I am trained to do, but I don't practice it. And iridology is when you actually examine someone's iris. And in the iris, you're actually able to see a number of issues in different parts of the body and that type of thing. So I think maybe they're making a reference where that is concerned. But to the other aspect, your liver could actually affect your eyesight, because just yesterday again, we had a very long clinic day yesterday, Wednesday. This week I had a very interesting week. I had a long day Monday because I was in Tobago Monday and Tuesday, and then yesterday was quite a long day as well. So one of the things I was explaining to one of the clients yesterday is that, you know, a lot of persons do not understand that your liver significantly affects a number of things, including your eyesight. There are a lot of people now who, because a lot of persons we dealt with yesterday on the magnetic resonance analysis, which is a scan we do that is able to determine. Hello? Yeah, I believe so. I'm hearing you. You hearing me? Hello? Oh, seriously? Okay, yeah, because I realized you was like you was hearing me. Yeah, so what I was saying as regards to that situation with circulation to the brain and the situation with the liver, how it affects one's eyesight, is very important that, you know, one takes care of the liver. And if you have been diagnosed as having a fatty liver, then you need to pay very, very close attention to that, because that's a very dangerous situation. At Batson and Associates, and we have teas coming in by the end of this week, we usually carry liver tea, which helps for the health of your liver. It's a detoxifier. It helps to increase and improve circulation to the liver. We also have the IT, and that IT is very good as it relates to dealing with blood circulation in the brain and the health of the eyes. And of course, we have the eye optics formula. We also carry our MSM eye drop. We have gotten new eye drops for cataracts, but those are for like seriously bad cataracts. Those are eye drops that we have as well. So you can feel free to give us a call or visit those telephone numbers. You can give us a call on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That is 314-9975. And those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chabonas. We are also on the corner of Ramsamouch Terrace and the SS Erie Main Road in Dede, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James, and Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. Okay, keep in mind, you can ask your questions.
Okay, so
yeah.
We do have a question for you. This is related to skin. What causes lota beneath under the eyes?
Well, if you have lota anyway, whether it's on the arms, on your face, on your back, wherever your body, it is an indication again of liver congestion. Usually, the liver directly reflects your skin. And when I say that, there are some people who have very nice skin and they're very unhealthy. I'm not saying no. But most of the time, when you see persons have skin issues, like a lot of moles, a lot of skin tags, problems with Lota, atopic dermatitis, light chain planners, any skin condition, psoriasis, that is a serious indication of liver congestion as well as poor gastrointestinal health. So, because remember, you have 7 channels of elimination. So you have kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. And that's where Santulan comes in. Once you have done the water cleanse, because one of the things we try to explain to persons is that if you are dehydrated, and how do you know you're dehydrated? If you have not been drinking your body weight divided by 2 in ounces for the last 3 to 6 months, you're dehydrated. So that's plain there. So take your body weight. If you're 160 pounds, half of 160 is 80. You're supposed to be drinking 80 ounces of water daily. And you should have been doing that consistently for the past 3 to 6 months. If you have not been doing that, you're dehydrated. Good? So that sort of helps people to not end up in what is known as healing crisis, which is when toxins try to leave the body faster than you want them to do. So, and I've used that analogy on numerous occasions where I've given the example or the analogy where you're in the stadium and you have a regular sized door and everybody in the stadium, 60,000, 50,000 people, trying to exit that door at the same time. That's madness. That's mayhem. People sort of trample themselves, people fall, all sorts of things. So essentially with that analogy, that is the same that applies for persons who have problems with healing crisis, which is when toxins, again, try to leave your body faster than you want it to leave.
Let's see if we can have a reconnection so that
Oh.
we move away from this broken connection.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Let's see if we can
Yeah, we can fix that. So those of you on Facebook, a pleasant good morning to you guys. We're just trying to fix our connection here because apparently we have some technical difficulties in between. So just bear with us a bit. As regard to Facebook, what I could continue and say is that you find that a lot of organs are affected by other organs. And that's something that a lot of persons do not understand simply because, they don't understand the relationship between.
Hello?
Yes, hi, morning.
Okay, so I had to cut because I barely hearing anything you say.
Yeah, because your facial expression was showing that. Yeah, I was like, Karen, like she not hearing me clearly. Yeah.
I'm not in here because your video froze.
Oh, the video froze. Okay. All right. But it was going on normal to me, which is why I didn't stop. Yeah.
So I don't know what's causing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I just took up a little bit so that I could inform our IT.
IT so that they could correct it.
There's something else that we can do. But I don't know what it is though. But you're hearing.
Yeah, I'm hearing you clearly. I'm hearing you clearly. I'm hearing you and seeing you clearly. Okay.
This was happening just now. So I have a minute left on this. So let's see if everything stabilizes.
Okay.
Because the last point you were making,
Right.
nobody heard anything that you said.
Oceans. Okay. All right. I was given the locations.
Yeah, your location.
Okay, good. So, okay. Yes.
As a marketer, if you could record some ads.
Yes.
So in the event that we have this, it's not going to pay us, so I'll just pay your ad.
Okay, good. No problem. All right. Well, I'll talk to Shakila about that. Okay.
Yeah, just have it on like 30 seconds or something, and then talk to the ad so we can have it here.
Okay, you can have it there. Okay, good. No problem. All right. So.
Let's see. Connect to you.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And do them. Yes, so Facebook, we just had we're gonna connect with them shortly. Those telephone numbers I was giving you, well, you guys supposed to, most of you would have them already, which is 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975.
And now it's back to Dr. Batson, Casey Batson and Associates.
Yes, my dear. So you're hearing me clearly?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you, and I hope it stays this way.
It stays this way, yeah. Okay. So as I was saying before, with the situation with the circulation and the eyes, so keep in mind that's very important. I did touch on Santulan as well, mentioning that, excuse me, Santulan is a 7-channel detox, so it cleans and detoxifies kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. So that in itself is a great component or aspect in helping the body. What I was trying to explain before is healing crisis, where I said if you are dehydrated, we usually recommend that you use the alkagen water for at least maybe a month to 2 months, and then subsequent to that, you can use the Santulan. That's to avoid you getting things like headaches, breakouts, because I was also making reference to the question that was asked regarding the LOTA, because a lot of persons do not understand that skin problems are directly related to one's liver and one's gastrointestinal health. Hence the reason I made reference to the Santulan and it being a 7-channel detox, because it actually cleans and detoxifies your 7 channels, which is kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. And that in itself, of course, is going to play a significant role in improving one's overall health. So eyesight, circulation, those of you who have things like pins and needles, cramping in your calves, burning on their feet, those of you who have neuropathy, which is nerve damage, so a lot of pain, some of you feel as if it is your feet in ice water, or you're walking on hot sand, or you're walking on needles, and that neuropathy situation is quite annoying. But it is something that we can correct at Batson and Associates. Now, one of the things that we do have, and we had improved recently, is the testing protocol with the blood and the live nutritional blood cell analysis, dark field microscopy, as well as the magnetic resonance analysis scan. And with the magnetic resonance analysis scan, it actually is able to significantly improve the situation of where we can actually see the condition of your liver, the condition of your kidneys, because there are a lot of you walking around there, and it's quite unfortunate. You know, I always tell persons I'm not in the politics of medicine. I really don't have time for that nonsense. I could fill the savannah with people who have testimonies, the Queen's Park Savannah, easy. So, you know, my reputation precedes me, where my dedication and the results that I get with persons who are serious and who want to work and get better, we can work with them. And that applies to anything, whether it's depression, anxiety, even cancer patients. You know, I often tell persons that if you are diagnosed with cancer, you will always have a personal responsibility and a personal choice as regards to whether you decide to do chemotherapy and radiation. I don't ever get involved in that discussion, simply because if I, God forbid, am diagnosed with cancer, I know exactly what I will do. I cannot force my opinion on anyone else, obviously, or at least you shouldn't do that. However, whatever protocol you decide to take into consideration, you must deal with nutrition, because if you do not deal with nutrition, there's a losing battle. You're going to lose that fight. There is no problem we must be about it. I have sufficient experience from a theoretical and a practical perspective that says that if you do not factor in nutrition, and this doesn't only apply to cancer, but disease in general, diabetes, hypertension, things like irritable bowel syndrome, women with fibroids, polycystic ovaries, ovarian cysts, endometriosis, men with prostate problem. If you do not factor in, your diet, your regime as it relates to your vital body, which is your energy body, and other bodies in the human body in its totality, if you don't take those into consideration, you can't get better. Because your approach is one-sided, in the sense that with allopathic medicine, with Western medicine, you're simply addressing a symptomology and you're not dealing with the root cause of the problem. So if it is you're lazy and you're comfortable with that, you're comfortable with your painkillers and your acid blockers, things like your Nexium, your Pantecta, and your Flamma, and whatever the case may be, and you want to address symptomology, I have no problem with that. But that's not what we offer at Batson and Associates. We make you put in the work, because it's only you could put in the work. We can't put in the work for you. And that's something that a lot of persons have to understand. And I say that, you know, blatantly, so that people understand exactly where we're coming from. We have a question?
Yeah, we have a question. Even after scrubbing my tongue, there's still a thick white and pale yellow coat on the tongue.
You need to get some alkagen water. You need some Santulan. Depending on how much water you're accustomed drinking, determine whether you need to do the water cleanse or not. which is supposed to be drinking your body weight divided by 2 in ounces consistently. Operative word. You know, some always drink 5 glasses of water Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they drink nothing, and Saturday start back drinking water. No. Consistently, every day. So Santulan, alkagen water, advanced chlorophyll, some digestive balance, because usually when your tongue is coated like that, that's an indication of digestive imbalance. Your body does not digest your food properly. Interestingly, there's a next saying in integrative medicine as it relates to cross-linking of organs. One of the things we learn is that your tongue is a direct reflection of your intestines. Yeah. So if your tongue in a mess, the intestines in a real mess. So if you have that problem with coating, there are some people, you see the tongue, they look like they have some spiky things on the tongue, that is serious indication of poor gastrointestinal health. Because as I said, the body has mirror effects, where there are certain organs, like I was giving the example, like even with blood analysis, which we do offer at Batson Associates, we do have that package where you get the live blood, the dry blood, the magnetic resonance analysis scan, as well as the consultation and the food detox. So it is a situation where you're now dealing with the body, as I said, from a holistic perspective. And from the diagnostic perspective, it is very important that you look at certain organs that would mirror the body and what affects the body. And that's a very important thing. Okay?
Okay, so they're asking if probiotics will also help.
Of course, probiotics going to help. I mean, I'm very brand specific as regards to the probiotics that I use. But in general, probiotics help, and they help a lot. So one of the things you need to pay very close attention to is that situation where you are addressing the internal environment and making that environment conducive to healing and a conducive to disease. Like Sunday, I had a very interesting lecture that I did for some people, a church group. And one of the things I was telling them is that if it is you have mosquito, if you have water outside, stagnant water, and you start to breed mosquito, in the final analysis, your mosquito is not important to me. Your mosquito is the symptomology. What we need to deal with is the stagnant water. So the root cause of the problem, or the cause, excuse me, of the mosquito situation is what it is that you need to deal with. So your mosquito not important. Where they have 50 mosquito and you go and buy flit and you spray the mosquito and kill it, if you do not deal with the stagnant water, and more mosquitoes will come. Simple common sense. Common sense made before book. And that is one of the most basic and fundamental and rudimentary principles as it relates to health and getting better. So you have diabetes and you taking metformin, glucophage, diamicron. So you're dealing with your flies. So you're spraying them. What you need to deal with is the stagnant water. What is going on with your intestines? What is going on with your liver? What's going on with your metabolic system? That or those. What is going on with your hydration? Because a lot of people have problems where they're dehydrated. And once you have those issues to deal with, that issue where you have problems with the stagnant water and not the mosquito, then you need to do that. And once you address the water, you no longer have the mosquito. So you need to deal with the environment and make the environment less conducive or zero conducive to disease. And that is what we do at Batson Associates. So very quickly, let me give you those telephone numbers. Those numbers again, you can reach us on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That is 314-9975. And those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. Keep in mind, we do have road delivery. So those of you who need to get your water, of course, there's a road delivery charge attached to it because, you know, gas and everything going up, right? Everything. Well, not gas, but everything else. Right? We also located in Montrose Main Road, Chaguanas. We also on the corner of Ramsamud Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Dede, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. Tobago is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. So we have you guys covered. And as I said, we do have road delivery. You can call and get some information where that is concerned. We have a call?
Yeah,
a question, sorry.
So this is from someone whose relative has recovered from
COVID. We are thinking for that, man.
Her lungs are in a mess, and so the listener is asking if you recommend any products or exercises that can be done to
after COVID. We usually carry a long tea. I'm not too sure if we have in stock, but as I said, we're getting a lot of teas by the end of the week. So long tea is going to help you. There's a product that we call inflammation formula that is also going to help you. The inflammation formula together with the silver and mineral formula will help. There's also a stem cell product that we carry. So I would recommend those to you. And you can use the Santulan as well. But they will give you to in a protocol aspect because you don't want to play with that. Because one of the issues we've seen with a lot of persons who have had, excuse me, who have had COVID and who's recovering from COVID-19 is that they have situations where they are left with either severe anxiety, depression. Some people are left with serious issues with their lungs. I think that's one of the biggest things, where you have a lot of scarring, and you need to be very careful because it now makes your immune system very low, and it makes it easy for the immunity of the lungs to be easily compromised. So it means you can get other infections, and God help you, that you're going to put you in a lot of problems. So we do have all natural solutions that could address that. There's a stem cell product that we carry that is in a pack. I mean, the whole box, because if you know about stem cells a little on the pricey side. There's an entire box with 24, that's going to be one price, but we also have it loose where you could get a certain amount, so that's something to pay close attention to. It doesn't only deal with lung situation as it relates to persons who have had COVID, but it addresses a lot of things: eye health, diabetes, hypertension, various issues that you would want addressed in the body.
And one final question: what causes constant burping?
Excuse me. Excuse. Burping. That's usually poor digestion. A lot of people have poor gastrointestinal health. Their digestion is very bad. Some people have serious flatulence rather, gas, bloating. Keep in mind, if you have a lot of gas, you're always bloated, that's early indication of gastrointestinal or poor gastrointestinal health. When you leave it to get really bad, what eventually happens to you is that you are now in a situation where you can develop irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, diverticulitis, and all those other problems that can now lead to serious issues. So it's always something to pay attention. The old people have a saying, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. And a lot of persons need to really understand what that means. So again, very quickly, let me give you those telephone numbers. You can give us a call or visit. You can call us on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That is 314-9975. And those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Shogunas. We're also on the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Davie, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough. Tobago, keep in mind, we do have, I know the appointments are a little difficult, and in terms of the feedback, we do have new staff coming on with us because we inundated with workers so much so that the staff we have, they can't make. So that's something that we actually implemented very shortly. We're going to have a feedback section that is specifically designed and designated to calls, feedbacks, following up with you, calling you for your Santuna and various things like that. So better days are coming, where that is concerned. So, please bear with us. Keep in mind that I am not the only, I'm the senior medical consultant, but we have junior consultants, Ms. Karishma Ramda and Mr. Paul Green, and we have, 2 persons in training who just waiting to graduate to come and, help you guys. So I know a lot of y'all want to see Dr. Batson, but I am one person. I can only see and deal with so many persons. All right. So with that being said, sorry. Oh yeah, Lord, bad connection again.
So we lost you for a little bit again. So we're wrapping up.
Yeah. So basically, as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. You guys could listen to me a little bit more on Facebook. I'll be on Facebook just for maybe about 10 minutes again. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. And, we'll have some more information there. I know we have some content to post, so check us out, look at our content, and, of course, like and share. So always a pleasure to be on 103.1 FM. Karen, always a pleasure to be in your company. And those of you, the listeners, of 103.1 FM. Do enjoy the rest of your Thursday. God bless.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Batson supporting health naturally, courtesy Batson and Associates.
Good. So we just completed our broadcast with 103.1 FM. So those of you on Facebook, I'll just stay with you a little while. I saw we had some questions here. Shaki wrote them down for me. Dawn Ellis wanted to know, good morning, Dr. Batson. Glad for your return. I have a GF girlfriend who put super glue in her eyes. Oh my God. Instead of eye drops. My God. Because she wasn't looking. Her cornea was damaged. What can be done for her? Oh, definitely. She needs to get MSM eye drop. She needs to get eye optics formula. She needs to get some optimizer. She's going to have to get some of that stem cell. And we're going to have to give her that advanced omega. So she's going to have to do a whole protocol because she cannot play with that in terms of getting to try and reverse a lot of the damage that has been done. Okay? So those telephone numbers, again, you guys have it on Facebook. It's 314-9975. That's 314-9975, as well as 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. Miss Vidya Joseph said, I have hives that came out on my skin that is being treated with a shot once a month. The shot is called Xolair, but I would not like to be on this for the rest of my life. Is there something that I can try? Of course, there's something you could try. But if you have problems with hives, it means you have a problem with your liver. Because your liver is the organ that deals with allergy, and it also deals with issues associated with skin, gastrointestinal. Anybody who has a problem with the skin, I don't care what your skin issue is, it is strongly linked to your liver and your gastrointestinal health. If you do not address that, you'll be spending money by the dermatologist for years. You're spending top in mud. You're not addressing the root cause of the problem. And you're going to reach a point where the steroid is not even going to be able to help you. And then, well, that's God help you, because you could end up with steroid-induced diabetes, you could end up with blindness, you could end up with a whole host of things. All right. So, yes, Shaki.
3 questions. Do you ship overseas? That's one. Dr.Batson and Associates Limited. How is the business relationship between Amazon coming along? We are interested in various of your products. A few of my relatives want to purchase the products. Listen, Dr. Batson, shipping starting yet? I need some of the teas, Dr. Batson. Hello, Dr. Batson. What is the best thing to do for health and kidneys? And I'll mention
well, I'm not going to you ask all the questions on time.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So the first question was overseas. Yeah. What we're doing right now, because we're still working on that situation with Amazon and our portals and all this kind of thing. So what we're doing is, in the meantime, we have a short-term solution. So you can just make sure and message us. And what we're doing is that we put in the products together. We kind of fix the mole, or not fix the mole, fix the issue, because of COVID, there are a lot of things that people cannot do and that you could do. So there are a few people that we shipped to and they got everything, and we fill out the forms with the ingredients and whatever, and they didn't have a problem. So that's what we're going to do for you guys in the short term. So one of the things I was saying is that anyone who is overseas, Caribbean, or anywhere else in the world, and you need to get shipping, you're interested, please send your name and your number again, even though there's a database that we have, and we're going to go through that, and we're going to start to deal with you. Even as regards to the online consultation, 1 minute, we're going to have to do that, but there is a disclaimer that you're going to have to sign before I do that consultation for you. Nothing to worry about, just normal legalities that you need to make sure, we dot our I's and cross our T's where those things are concerned, and we will actually be beginning that. Just on Shaki. There was the next question that you asked regarding the Amazon, so I said we're working on that one, and I can't remember what the third question was.
The good question was, hello, Dr. Batson.
Are we waiting?
What is the best thing to do for health of the kidneys?
Oh, kidneys. We carry kidney tea, which is also good. There are certain things that you could use. Proper hydration is very important, so alkaline water is going to help you. Another thing that is also very good is a situation where one is actually able to to use specific supplements to help the kidneys. And there's different protocols and diets that we have. You know, what your sodium intake is always a thing. Hypertension sufferers, you'll need to be very, 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 very careful. You need to watch your meat intake, reduce that, and start to deal with the blood pressure from a natural perspective. And once you do that, you're able to maintain, you know, or attain rather, good kidney health. So those yes, sir, Shaki.
I remember that, but you said people who want to oversee shipping and consultation.
Yes.
Where exactly are they sending that message? Is that WhatsApp number? Is that contact number?
Send it to the WhatsApp. So you're sending it to 1-868-314-9975. So that's 1-868-314-9975. So what I'm going to let Shakil do, we're going to do a little advertisement that we're going to post up on the page. We're saying, you know, for international consultation and shipping or ordering, please contact so. And we're gonna put that up for you guys. All right, so that is almost the amount of time that I have because we have some other things that we need to see about. So those telephone numbers, again, you can get us on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That is 314-9975. And our locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chagonas. We are also on the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Davie, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. And in Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. I am yours truly, Dr. Batson, the Senior Medical Director of Batson and Associates. A pleasant good morning to our very hard-working staff, our other blood microscopists and consultants, Mr. Paul Green, Ms. Karishma Ramdan, and to all the other hard-working members of staff, the Shagona staff, Ms. Jenna Marshall, Mr. Wilson, Ms. Ananda, Ms. Monica, Ms. Marshall, Ms. Hills, Ms. Robinson, the Davie office. A pleasant good morning to Ms. Roma. A pleasant good morning to Mrs. Budram. They're in Davie. St. James, Mr. Montoot, Mr. Bustamante, Mrs. Eleanor. Pleasant good morning to you guys. In Tobago, we have Latoya. They're working as hard as ever. Mr. Shakil here, our guy dealing with our social media, Mr. Jason Patier. So a big team working to ensure that we get you guys organized. And we have some more consultants coming on board with us. And, you know, more support staff to deal with, you know, the influx of work that we have. All good, all good. You know, what we're doing right now, we putting together some new testimonies because we have a lot of persons that we have dealt with, and we're trying to get as much testimonies as possible. One of the things we also going to do as well, Shakil, make a note of this for me, is that we're going to put an ad there where you guys can actually, we'll facilitate where you could do audio testimonies for us, written testimonies actually in some forum. We're going to decide that. So it's also good for those of you who would have had good experiences, whether you use Santulani, the eye drop, or any of our products and services, and you know you're willing to give a positive feedback to what it is we have. If you have negative feedback too, we take that too, you know, because there's always room for improvement. We try to maintain as much a high level as possible. As I said, I know we have a little issue with the feedbacks and some of the products, but you know, we're dealing with a number of things because, you know, since COVID, everything has changed. So we're working as assiduously as possible to ensure that we give you the best service possible. And of course, the products as well. So we're working on getting you as very satisfied as possible. You know, keep in mind at Batson Associates, you know, as we always say, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. It's always a pleasure to be in your company. Thank you for inviting me into your home or wherever you are, your workplace. Thank you for listening. Please like and share. And until next week, please God, you know, God bless and do enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Be safe. Until next time.